Hello, good evening students. Today we have to discuss the experiment on Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law verification. So the aim of the experiment is very simple, to verify the Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law for designing a suitable DC electric circuit. For this we have to develop a electric circuit diagram for KCL. It is already known that Kirchhoff's current law states that in any electrical network of conductors, the algebraic sum of currents meeting at a point or junction is 0. Incoming current is taken as positive and outgoing current is taken as negative. Very simple statement. For that we have to develop a circuit diagram. So as shown in electric circuit diagram, this is for Kirchhoff's current law. You start from 30 volts battery, that is also called as regulated power supply, positive point going to one of the resistance. Then another end of the resistance goes to the positive connection of emitter 1. Then negative emitter connection is going to two-way. One is for A3, one is for A2. So A2 another end goes for resistance 1 kilo ohms. This is returned to negative value of battery. Then positive point of A3 value, positive value of A3 is given to again second point of A1. So negative connection of A3 goes to the one point of 1 kilo ohms. Then second end of 1 kilo ohms may be given to negative point of 30 volts. So first value is 330 ohms. That is, by using all values we have to keep by using decayed resistance box. So second one you can see there, this is circuit diagram for to verify KVL. So statement already we are knowing, in a closed DC electric circuit, the algebraic sum of voltage drops across the resistances plus the algebraic sum of EMFs in that path of the closed circuit is 0. This is very simple statement. Here we have to take 330 ohms one resistance, 220 ohms another resistance. So two DC power packs are used here. So you start from the one of DC power pack, positive end going to connection for 330 ohms one end resistance. Another end of 330 ohms resistance goes to first end of 220 ohms. Then another end of 220 ohms goes to the positive point of second power supply. Then negative point of both power supplies are connected. Then across the R1 we want to measure voltage. We have to give positive end of voltmeter to the one point of resistance. Negative end of voltmeter V1 is connected to another end of resistance. This is parallel to resistance 330 ohms and 220 ohms as shown in figure. After drawing the circuit diagram, you have to make the list of equipments required or apparatus required. So we want DC power supply 0 to 30 volts. Quantity I have written it is 1 plus 1 you make. For KVL is also required 2. So total DC power supply it is 1 plus 1. Resistance 330 ohms 1.8 ampere, 220 ohms 1.8 ampere, each one 1, or you can write decayed resistance box 1 kilo ohms 1, or you can write decayed resistance box directly, quantity 3. Voltmeter, that is moving coil type 0 to 30 volts, total voltmeter are required 2. Ammeter, again moving coil type 0 to 30 milliampere 3. number of connecting wires or patch cords, you can write one set. First you develop the circuit diagram. From the circuit diagram you can make the list. Then brief procedure for KCL. First step, it is always common. The electrical connections are made as shown in circuit diagram. Second one, before switching on, what is the position of circuit elements? So with keeping the current knob in maximum, voltage knob in minimum position, the DC power supply is switched on. This is the condition of regulated power supply. Before making switch on, its voltage knob should be kept in minimum and current knob should be kept in maximum position. Then you give the AC supply to DC supply, DC power pack. The suitable voltage is applied by varying voltage knob of the DC power supply as per your requirement. 2 volts, 5 volts you can apply by varying voltage knob. After adjusting the voltage, then we have to take all meter readings. All meter readings are noted in tabular column. Then voltage knob is brought back to its zero output position. Then DC supply is switched off. In similar fashion, you write brief procedure for KVL also. So first two steps are same. The electrical connections are made as shown in circuit diagram. The DC power supply is switched on with keeping its voltage knob in minimum and current knob in maximum positions. The suitable DC voltage is applied by varying voltage knob of DC power supply. All meter readings are tabulated in tabular column. The voltage knob is brought back to its zero position. Then DC power supply is switched off. So after that you have to go for construct of tabular column for KCL and KVL. So you have to write tabular column. After the conduction you have to write the readings. Once again you have to write the tabular column. After conduction you have to enter the reading. First set you adjust the voltage knob for 5 volts. Then I1 is reads 6 milliampere. I1 A1, that is first current. Then I2 I3 respective values reads 3 ampere 3 ampere. So it is the verification of KCL. I1 is incoming current, I2 I3 are outgoing current as per junction. So at junction, at this point incoming current is 6 ampere, 3 ampere 3 amperes are outgoing, hence 6 ampere equal to 6 ampere. Similarly in KVL column, for KVL electric circuit diagram, you can adjust E1 value to 3 voltage, E2 values to 1, E2 values to 2 volts, difference is 1 volt. Then voltmeter V1 reads 0.6 volts, voltmeter V2 reads 0.4 volts. Therefore, E1 minus E2 equal to V1 plus V2, that both are 1 1. Whatever practical values you are going to get, that you write. If it is having some difference, you write there. 1 in second reading you see there 0.5 plus 0.3. So 1 milliampere is equal to 0.8 milliampere. If only practical values are asked, you write only practical values verification. If theoretical values is required, then you can go for last column. Otherwise, you can show only practical values verification. So after that, you have to show specimen calculation for any one serial number. This is very important, sir. You have to write very detail. For KCL, you write for serial number 1. Then all serial number 1 readings and calculations are shown in detail. Current through 330 ohms resistance I1 that is 6 milliampere. Current through 1 kilo ohms, that is I2, that is also 3 milliampere. So current through here 220 ohms resistance, it is not 220 ohms, it is 1 kilo ohms. You write down, if you are keeping 1 kilo ohms, then 3 milliampere, 3 milliampere, same. For 220 ohms resistance, this current value changes, sir. Please make the correction. It is also 1 kilo ohms. So I3 is also equal to 3 milliampere. Now again here same thing. We are verifying practical values. Practical value of I1, practical value of I2, practical value of I3. So I1 equal to I2 plus I3. Below that you write there I1 is 6 and 3 plus 3 milliampere. Hence it is verified for KCL. Similarly, you go for KVL verification. Again you write which value you are taking, serial number 1. Voltage drop across DC power supply E1, that is 3 volts we kept. Voltage drop across DC power supply 2 E2, that is 2 volts. So what is the voltage reading across 330 ohms and 220 ohms, that is 0.6 volts and 0.4 volts. Therefore again verification of practical values, E1 minus E2 equal to V1 plus V2. Only practical values, sir. For practicing of theoretical value, we have practiced for you people theoretical value calculations also. If it is asked in the examination, go for theoretical value, or otherwise you go for only verification of practical relations, sir. Thank you to one and all.